There are some who are doing very well, of course. The luxury category has posted 10 consecutive months of sales increases compared to a year earlier. This a report in the New York Times. Luxury items are, are flying off the shelves. If yachts can fit on shelves.
Yes, yes. The rich are back. The rich are back, and that's one reason why when you read some of our major national newspapers, there's not much mention anymore of the recession or economic hard times, because the people at the top are doing great. There was an article recently in the New York Times about tree houses that the very wealthy will build for their children, in their backyard, if they even call them backyards, on their property. Tree houses that can cost as much as $350,000 and include flat screen TVs and air conditioning. That's for the kid to go out in the backyard and play in. $350,000. I think that's flaunting it a little too much.
Last week, Congress agreed to raise the federal debt ceiling following protracted negotiations. The deal includes no new tax revenue from wealthy Americans, no additional stimulus for the economy. Speaking on the Senate floor, Majority Leader Harry Reid criticized Republicans for blocking the tax hike on the wealthy.
The vast majority of Democrats, independents, and Republicans think this arrangement that we've just done is unfair because the richest of the rich have contributed nothing to this. The burden of what has taken place is on the middle class, on the poor. My friend talks about no new taxes. Mr. President, if their theory was right, these huge taxes that took place during the Bush 8 years, the economy should be thriving. These tax cuts have not helped the economy.
That was Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid. Barbara Ehrenreich, as we begin to wrap up, your comment.
Well, it's a way, it's not new. This has been going on for a while, certainly since the Reagan administration, and that is an upward redistribution of wealth by cutting taxes for the wealthiest, and in subtle ways raising them for the poorest and for the middle class. That's what we've got. It's a grab. It's I'm waiting for people to get really, really angry about it. I think one thing that has held back Americans is the idea that you're going to get rich too, that magically, hey, I might be one of those multimillionaires next, so that I don't want to tax rich people. I think we've broken through that. I think, that has begun to look like a more and more crazy expectation, that we have to fight for those people who represent the great majority, the 90% of Americans who are not rich.
Barbara Ehrenreich, I want to thank you very much for being with us. Author of the best-selling book, Nickel and Dimed. It's its 10th anniversary, and it's just been republished. Nickel and Dimed on not getting by in America.